Psalms 121 verse 1, the psalmist there cries out and says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? And then he goes further and says, in verse 2, my help comes from the Lord. And that's the matter of fact, right? Our help comes from God. We cannot rely on man. We cannot rely on people who've promised us that they will stand with us, because everyone fails us at some point of time in our life. Come on. But the Lord never fails us. He keeps his promises. When you go further in that same chapter, Psalms 121, and read verse 5, he says, the Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The Lord is your keeper. That's the word I want to speak over you today. The Lord is your keeper. The word keeper comes from the word shomar, which means to keep, to guard, to have charge of, to be responsible of, to keep watch, to be a watchman, to protect. Isn't it amazing that God says, I'm your watchman? I'm going to keep watch over you. I'm going to guard you. I'm going to take charge of you. I'm going to be the one who's responsible for you. Come on. God is there with you. He is your keeper. I have this word for you today. Maybe you're going through a difficult time. Maybe you're going through a time where you feel there's no one there for you. Or maybe your enemies, maybe the plans of the wicked one is to finish you, to destroy you. But I want to tell you, the Lord is your keeper, and he is taking charge of you, and he will not let anything destroy you or consume you. He is with you. Isn't that amazing that you are the beloved of God? And that's why, like the psalmist in 121, where he says, I look up to the hills, from where does my help come? And he says, my help comes from the Lord. Many a times we look around seeking where our help will come from. But for you and me, one thing we can always be assured, because we are connected to God, our help comes from the Lord. And remember, he is your keeper. He's the one watching over you. He's your watchman. He's taking charge of you, and he will not let any harm come upon you. God bless you.